I haven't started yet because there's no one here. I have to check out my autofocus. No one here. Tammy, good evening. You know, this would be quite interesting if I can get this like live. Should I call you? Should I call you? We can sort of have a live discussion while I'm doing the video. I'm going to open up my phone. Good evening. That's a new picture, but it's small to me. It's small, that picture, so I don't get a good look. I'm opening the telephone right now, so I'm not sure if it's going to open in the background and whether I have to. I look good, right? Look into these black balls. I got black balls. Very funny. Everything has been blue and then black and blue and then black. And I've been looking up electricity. And I looked up electricity and a friend came over and she spoke to her daughter and her daughter says to her, you know, Mom, we have no electricity. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, now I have to look for your number on this thing here. Oh, there it is. There's your number. Is that it? I think that's it. Is that the number? I think so. Ring, 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 ring. I'm not going to be sure if I'm going to remember what I brought this. Oh, yes, I remember why I started this video. One of the reasons I started this video was because of, oh my God, I think, tell me it's still here. Oh, no, it's not here. It's ringing.
Please leave your message for Tammy Purdy.
Did you hear that? What's happening? I thought we can talk and I can do the video at the same time, but you're not here. Where are you? I called and you're 425, right? I'm not going to say any more than that. You're 425? 4 to 5. You're fortified, right? You're fortified. 425. The cats are fortified. They put their hand in the water. They lick, right? I mean, I can't write this. HAIRBALL, air, clean, information in the air, right? They're looking for the information in the air. Try again. Okay, I'm going to try again. Let's see if I try again. So cats have hairballs. They lick, they lick, they lick. They're like electric, right? They lick, they lick, they lick, and the hairball goes in them. And I believe they read the hairball. They read it. It's like a reader. They got all this onto them and they lick it and they're reading, always reading. Yeah. It's, hi, what's going on?
Nothing. I'm just hanging out in the room.
Well, listen,
we're. Do this now?
What's that?
Oh, it won't let me video. It just lets me do speaker, but then I can't see. Oh, here we go. I got to try to go back to your.
Onto them and they lick it. Oh. They're reading, always reading.
Oh, wait, where are you? Are you there?
Yes.
Okay, good. There you are.
I think we're three.
It won't let me see this time.
Well, okay. Now either you take part in just the listening and talk while other people are probably going to hear everything you say, or you hang up right now and you type. There's three people on.
Whatever.
Go ahead.
Whatever you would like me to do.
It's up to you. It's up to you. Whatever I'd like you to do. We got three people on right now. Tammy, go tell me whatever I'd like you to do. What is it?
Well, I should probably type because I'm a visual learner.
Okay, so you go typing. I heard your voice. I'm going to keep in mind whatever you want me to do.
Great. Okay.
No, it was the reverse, whatever I want you to do. You see, okay. So you're gone. 790-0741. You're gone. We're going to talk about the cat and the hairball. We're going to talk about cat being communication. We're going to talk about my license plate for my car, which is quite interesting. The Z letter, okay, also sort of has the same design as the 2 letter if you curve it out, right? The same time, the Z letter looks like the 7. Well, the P letter on my license is the 16th letter. 1 and 6 is 7. And the last number in my license plate, I think was the G. So I have 4 7s and 2 2s. 7, it'd be 2. Actually, my license would be 877 727, or instead of the 8, it would be 2777727, which would revert to the 7th gate as 50050. Hawaii 50. So rescue me. The cat and the hairball. What does anybody think about the cat and the hairball? I'm going to tell you what I think, but that's only my opinion. Look into the black of my eye and you'll know what's going on. Out of the blue and into the black. Out of the blue and into the black, right? So the hairball, I believe that cats are something connected to the air. If you notice, I'm quite sure cats react differently in Arizona than they would. Take a humid place and take a non-humid place, a humid place. I think cats will react slightly different, but I think they lick their hairballs and they get information from the dust or whatever hangs in the air. And then they eventually, once they're finished with the information or they've had enough hair in their mouth or whatever after reading, they spit it up. So that's one thing. Another piece I wanted to go over was the germinator. The gematria, what I call the germinator. Hold on a second. Let me move this over, which is right over here. And it's backwards and not good. I don't like that. Can I fix that? Can I fix that in settings? No, somehow I can't. I don't know why I can't revert it, but I can't revert it. So I'm going to show you what this is. Raphael Laser Lipa is my Hebrew name, okay? And the English, the full reduction, the reverse, and the full reduction, I get 7, 7, 11, 11. That's the first one. Now, when I put in the word Ben, which means son of, right? Son of Raphael Ben Laser Lipa, it's now 1188. Now, if I just go ahead and put Raphael, let me cut this out. Cut. If I just put Raphael, okay, I end up with 7722. If I put just Ben Laser Lipa, I get 3366. And if I just put Laser Lipa, I end up with 9999. Through the sun of the day of the birth into this world. Reverse ordinal. I like to use this as 612. This has to do with Valentine. I'm trying to figure out why. And down here, when you look at this down here, Laser Lipa goes 5769, rotation through the moon, 5 and 7, 3, 3 and 6 through the moon over here. We go on to these numbers over here. Laser Lipa in full reverse. It is creation, passage in the sun. Or actually, it's the Fox Pass. The 666 is that angle that we come in, 30 and 15. We go to English ordinals. It stays all the same because all the green is all the same. Again, this will create a creation and gateway. Why? 1 times 7, 1 plus 7 is 78. But 7 times 8 equals to 56, and 7 and 8 is 15. We talk about, and there's levels of explanation through these numbers. So I'm giving you like 5 different levels. In this over here, we have to understand that we've already created the 60 value. The 60 value is created. The French, let me see if I can set this up a little bit better on my, let me see if I can set this up for height. Just give me a second. I'm putting this down for a minute. I need 1 minute to come back. I think it's just me and you, Tammy. So give me that minute right now. Give me that minute right now. I need that minute. Now's the time. Just give me a minute to fix this. Boy, oh boy, would I like to have a nice glass of water or something. Okay, I'm back. I have to set something up here. Just give me a minute. I'm setting something up. Okay, now let me see if you can see what I can see. Okay, perfect. Although it's backwards, you can see, I can see it. I know we're the only two here, but that's okay. A black cat. Yes. You want me to write black cat? A black cat? I got black cat up there. And the number for black cat, wow. Black cat. It's electric. The thing is, I don't have gematria, right? In gematria, this would be 3, this would be 1, and this would be 7. 3, 1, and 7. This would be a total of 11, and I don't see it over here. I think I'm going to have to move back my, whoop, lost my camera. Just give me a second. I'll fix that up. I am not professional, not even close. Not even close. Let me fix that just a bit. The wire's in the way. I am so unprofessional. I appreciate everybody putting up with my nonsense. So let me fix this. Let me get rid of the light. Let me get rid of that light. There we go. Okay. Now we have Black Cat. We have number 53, Electric Company. And what's special about 53 is that 53 is can also be reverted to when a big red sun. 53 is part of number 2, which is Matrix, which is the silver lining, which is connected to Venus, which is connected to the 7th gate, which is connected to woman, and part of the link in 5 and 9. When you have 5, the way to get to 5 is 212 for 50, 20, 10, 20. The way to get to 60, okay? The way to get to 60, 30 and 30, create your 60, okay? And the reason I say that is because until you get to 10, it's 10, 10, because it's 0 through 9, okay? And they connect 0 through 9 and 0 through 9 through 0, right? And you see it on the keyboard. That is your 10. The 0 connects the two sides of 9. 10 meaning I am connecting the 0 and the 9 to the left, the 0 and the 9 to the right. Okay, now the question is, do I use 2 separate zeros and put a 0 in between in order to have either the half space, or counting that all numbers are actually half spaces? Okay, Black is 29, birth in Venus. Cat is 24, communication. Electric Company is the total of 53. 05, if you minus these two, it is in the E world. 613 becomes the law. You notice that this one is in turquoise. This one is in a purplish blue. These two are in green. This one over here is describing the 9, And this one is partly describing the 9 as well. In horse racing, these are both the 9 horses. 1 and 7 is your gateway. Now, 1 and 7 is also the 17th letter or the Q, or noted as 10 and 7, and it is the earth passage, because the way of creating this is with number 25, the connecting heavens, right over here, these two. So anyways, that's basically what I wanted to go over in this. We also have the words that I did at the beginning, right, which are words are all my phases that I did to start, which were black cat, laser lipa. They'll tell me my last 5, but again, it still doesn't show me my gematria in here. I mean, this is perfect for what I'm doing. I'm not happy that it's not switching these letters. Move it up, move it down. Hold on a second. When it says move it up, move it down. So let me fix this little camera. Sorry about that. Okay. When it says move it up, move it down, let's see what it means. Move it. Okay, no, that's just moving over my numbers up here. But this over here, I'd also like to switch it. I'd like to be able to show you a different result in this area here. And I'm not. Another thing I want to put up there is let's put up Jesus. In Jesus, we get number 74. We get 11, 61, the same numeric value for church. 74 and 34 in the DC world through birth. I'm going to use the color here. 11, 7, 11, 7. Jesus, 11, 7, 11, 7. Right? Now we're going to go to we got Jesus. I know it's confusing. I'm moving this camera. Here it is, right? Here it is. All right, 7, 7, 11, 11. And now we're going to put 7, 7, 11, and 11. Raphael, laser lipa, same numbers. 88, 254, 205, 83. Now we're going to go back and put Jesus. Eleven, 7, 11, 7. Just through different numbers. The same thing, the same as my license plate. We're going to put Christ. Christ, we get 5454. And bingo, we are now into the matrix, spirit of the sun and Venus connecting. Remember, planets in order. Mercury and Venus create the third planet, Earth. Venus and Venus, okay, return, create Mars. Mars and Mercury now create part of the connecting to Jupiter. Jupiter is that center planet. So now we'll use the 5th planet and go 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we'll use the 5th planet and go 4, 3, 2, 1, starting with Mars and Saturn as number 4. Starting with Earth and Uranus, number 3. I want to turn this around. I want to write this down. It's been a while since I came up and spoke about this theory. I want to write this down. I want to take Jupiter and use it as 5. I want to go 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. So I'm going to take Pluto and Mercury and put Pluto and Mercury in the center of Jupiter. I'm going to take Venus and Neptune, okay? And you see, I'll use Pluto and Mercury as red, right? Like, let's now enter the dark game into this. I'll take Venus and Neptune as green. And then I'm going to take the 3rd planet, okay, Uranus and Earth. Okay, I'm going to call that 3377. Bingo, Christmas. We now have Christmas that comes with Uranus and Earth. And then we have Saturn. We have Saturn and we have Mars. Now we can look at it another way. We can call the Pluto and Mercury is 99. We can call Venus and Neptune as 88. We can call Earth, Uranus as 77. You can call Saturn and Mars as 66 and now call it the woman, right? Imagine if it was their reflection that was this way. And lo and behold, through all of this, we're going to call Jupiter, steal Jupiter number 5. I can also turn Jupiter around and call it number 1 and work myself out. Okay. I can also go Jupiter as number 1. And then I would go 2, 3, 4, 5. I would go 1 as Jupiter. I would go 2 as Saturn, Mars. I would go 3 as Earth, Uranus. I would go 4 as Venus, Neptune. And I would go 5 as Mercury, Pluto. At the same time, okay, I can change all this around and I can go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 0, 9, 8, 7, and 6. Meaning, I'm going to hold this up to you. I'm going to make my screen a little bit bigger so I can see what I'm showing. Okay, it's still backwards. Even while it's backwards, right? We have Jupiter either as 1, counting 1, 2, 3, 4, meaning the planets on the outside is Jupiter as the 4th planet being number 2, right? Or we can start Jupiter at 0 and go to 1, or then Jupiter at 0 and go to 9. Do you follow what I'm saying? Jupiter is here, then these 2 planets, and these 2 planets, and these 2 planets. And there's other ways to do it. You took away a comment. That's okay. There's another viewer out here. I don't know who it is. So do you mind stating your name and your business? No, I'm like kidding on the business. Do you want to look into the black into my eyes? Look deep into the black into my eyes. That's okay. For those who just showed up, I was first talking about the cat, the black cat, and the black cat, and licking the hairball, and then reading the information, and you call it regurgitating, and then spitting it out, the information of the cat and water, cat and electricity. We talked about the numeric value of Raphael. The angel Raphael is connected to the same numeric value as Jesus, as we have the moon, and the sun and Christ connect together. So we have sun, Christ, moon, Raphael. There was one other piece I did leave out. I didn't put sun in, S-U-N. I didn't put moon in. That's what I wanted to do. The moon value comes out to 3636, which when they talk about the 144, to the 7th gate. I'm not sure if you can see this. I'm not sure if you can see this, but this is a 3, this is 6, 3. So you would put 4, 1, 4, 1. I mean, I can move this over, right? I would go, whoop, that was move down, move up. Why did it come to Christ? I went moon. Okay. So by doing this, you'd see 4, 1, 4, 1, making it all 7s, or you'll go 7, 4, 7, 4, 4, 7, 7, 4, which is the numeric value for Christ and time. 1, 4, 4, 1 is our DNA, and it is our passage. The 2 letters that are created are the N and the Z through this. Moon is number 57.3. 21, so you now connect the cube to the moon. Okay. There's whoop. Wow. When I put on full reduction, it's showing me full reduction. I reduced all the numbers where moon is 21. It shows the full reduction 4665, and the reverse ordinal, okay, is showing me where Z is now the number 1 value, and it's showing me the moon now becomes Mars. Mars and Mars of time. Multiply 33 by 47. You get 1551, right? The English ordinal we already have, and the reverse reduction, is where Z is 1 instead of being Z8. The reverse full redaction, and then the full redaction. The reverse ordinal. Ordinal meaning all the numbers, and this in the Pythagorean numeric value. Can you see the whole thing on here of what's going on? Okay. Then if we go down over here, I got my wire in the way. Okay, we went moon, Christ, Jesus, Raphael, and we have all these numbers. Okay, reverse ordinals, all these numbers of what I just did. And we can look down here. The black cat is our freedom in this area. He is our gateway. He has the 7 and 3, which will connect to Christ. It is 1 and 9 connecting to the Spirit Electric Company. So we went through that, but there's a lot more. I'm not done. I'm not done. It's like I haven't even started yet. So there's a lot that can be done with that piece. The other thing that I like is I was looking at something today, and if you look close into certain designs on numbers, and I was watching some of the pieces in the NFL, and I noticed that the 2 and the 5, many designs show the same thing. And in the 2 and the 5, you can see the actual S letter, and inside that S, you see an R letter going this way, and then on the bottom going this way. So is Neptune looking at Earth's Uranus, which makes Pluto and Mars Saturn to the moon, while Jupiter moves like Mercury? Are you singing a song? So is Neptune looking at Earth's Uranus, which makes Pluto and Mars turn to the moon, and Jupiter moves like Mercury? Jupiter, okay, if the creation of Jupiter in us is the reality of the relationship as 1, 2, 1, 2, in which I'm going to show you in a design, then Jupiter is made up of Mercury and Venus. Okay, and when I say it that way, I'm believing that it's made up to be able to connect inside of us. Remember, the primary thing is how we can make the seed walk. We need to make, let me see if I can take this away from me. We need to make the seed walk. I'm a walking seed, a sperm, an egg, inside the stomach. I pop out, right? I pop out, even if you're fooling around, remember, it's what my speech, it's what my videos bring to the mind to make you say whatever you say. That's what it's all about, just to make you say what you say. That's why I'm here. We open up a can of worms, or we open up some old cans, and there's something inside, and you know what I'm saying? Anyways, by the stroke of midnight, I'm like, oh, who is she? By the stroke of midnight. Who is she? By the stroke of midnight. Oh, now I get it. Now I get it. Where is she? I heard midnight is stroking. So the question is, now that I said that's stupidity, is it a heart stroke? What is the stroke? Anyways, there's words that go with it. I just want to jump off the subject for 2 seconds. If I say fireman in French, it's a pompier. Pomme in French is apple. Pied means foot. A foot is usually 12 inches. Okay. There's golden apples and golden rules, and 12 inches, 1 and 2 equals to Mercury and Venus. It's also 10 and 2, which is beta Jack. Jack beta. Jack, plug in. God, plug in to the female world. And now all the seeds grow, connected to the matrix vines of the spider web, and we can speak. Now they bring out the 9 lives of the cat, creation of the 9 birth through the 7th gate, which is a C gateway. You walk this way, You go this way and then out this way. I can design that. I'm gonna show you that gateway. And this is what you do. And I'm going to show you this design right over here. Okay, this is the C, the CG letter. What happens is, oh, I don't like it this way. I want to do it this way, right? Is to get into the park. You walk down here, and then you're into the park. And now you can play. This exact scenario happened tonight. I went into the park to play. And this is you walking. See the way you go past this? So this is the C going into the E world. See that link over here and coming onto this side. Coming into the E world where C, your creation, is coming in. That's this design. So I wish I can show you this, but it's going to be backwards. True brainstorm. True, there's a storm going on in my head. And the medical teams, those psychological analysts say that you are deemed. The key thing about any mental deficiency is what kind of control you have on the physical body while you are going through the mental state. Follow the black balls. Okay, the black balls are dancing. Right? Okay. So what do we have? I'm not sure what we have, but right now, for the last 14 years, all I'm doing is creating the pieces. Now, for the next 14 years, in fact, I didn't talk about 14 years. When I started this, I was just making pieces to the puzzle, brainstorming for 14 years, okay? Now, the other thing I wanted to mention back to the planets, where is it? Jupiter being number 5, going over to Mars, or going over to Saturn, 5454, or 5665. One of the ways, 5454, is through the sun. 5656 is creation of 11, of 1 and 1. And remember, we can go this way and this way. We can go this way and this way. And we can go this way and this way. If the clock is going this way, it is going between this side and this side. If the clock is going this way, it's going between this side and this side. If the cars are going this way, no car is going to go until there's a stop. And then the cars can go this way, hanging out on the cross. Okay. There was a few other things I wanted to mention. If there's any questions out there other than TB, right? Any other than Tammy, everybody can see Tammy is like, something is happening to her tonight. She's just written all kinds of stuff on there. I have no idea what she's saying. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm calling you. I miss you. Oh no, I missed your call. Try again later. This is like a game show. It's like a game show. I mean, her first thing that Tammy said at the top of the list, she said, you see, everybody, you can read that? It says what it says at the top. The first thing it says at the top. I should show you what it says. It says, I mean, she was like the Addams Family. Good evening. Isn't that what she said? Good evening. Sure. Always. Try again. How do I answer? Yes. It told me I missed your call, but you rang. I hear a black cat. So is Neptune looking at the Earth's Uranus, which makes Pluto and Mars, Saturn to the moon, white Jupiter moves like Mercury. Just kidding around. A true brainstorm. Okay, so let's move on to the next thing. And the major reason I started this video now, okay, is because of what I wrote on this, what I did on this page, which is down here and over here. We're going to do that next. What I want to work on right now is, I think I'm going to save this to the next video. because it's coming in backwards. I mean, maybe I'll show it to you on the back page. No, I can't do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write it out and I'm going to show you this way. Okay. What you see 55, and I'm going to just rewrite it backwards for you. Okay. So it's 55, okay, which is created by 1 and 6. How is it created by 1 and 6? 1 times 6 equals to 7, and 1 plus 6 equals to 7, and 1 times 6 equals to 6. 6 and 7 equals to 13. Equals to 13. Did I get that right? Or 13? So it equals to 13. 7 times 6 7 times 6 equals to 42. I got 42, right? Equals to 42, right? 7 times 6 equals to 42. 42 and 13 equals to 55. Now this will then create a connection to the moon, which is through the 9 lives of the cat, because of number 35. Well, that says 32. So you see what happens. I can't write with this because it's all backwards, but that number 32 is now going to tell us the beta creation. Jack beta system connecting through an altar system and bringing the spirit into this world, connected to a bypass, which is infiltrated, but will not work like bringing it through an Intel system. But if the Intel system can't read the system, then we're going to go, but we're not crazy. And don't look, the 22nd, the 2 and 2, turn it on its side over to see the symbol. It's almost like turning it over on a spit. So I just want to say something about people who have mental problems, people who are coming to the world that seem to never have a life because something's wrong and they just can't physically or mentally establish jobs or anything else. They're actually doing something on this planet because for themselves, they're happy. For the people who have to bring these people through the world, it's a lot tougher. But everybody gets to learn. Even the football player that goes out and meets with these people sees a different aspect of life. So without these people, a lot of people won't learn what needs to be learned. So we can be sad for how they are in this world, and we can be hung up on the parents that have to take care of these children that take a lot more out of them, although there's a lot of things now they don't have to worry about these kids. But there's a lot of worries that are changed over from what they do have to worry for these children. No, draw it. Take the 22, turn it on its side over and over on the other side and see the symbol. Well, isn't that the spit? Oh, the castle, right? You talking about the castle or the spit? The castle, rotating castle. And there's more to this. I've done this before. Then there's this over here. What this is I put this over here, this over here, and I've put it into dots, but I don't want to do it in this video. I want to be able to show it. Maybe I will, and I'll just do the video again since you're here. Do you see this? So in order to connect the first area, the first triangle, although it happens here, one triangle, although it happens here, one triangle, Okay, and although it happens here, one triangle. Okay, if you take a look, we now have the spade that has been created. Okay, the spade. Okay, now at what point is that club created, and why is that club created? Well, the club happens to be on this side, and the club happens to be on this side. See these three here? This part is a club, and this part is a club. But these together will now create the entirety of the spade. Now, the reality of this, if you take a look, is there's a Star of David. And the first Star of David doesn't take place till we get to this line over here. And it takes this part here, this part here, this one here, this one here, this one here, and all of these, okay, in order to create the star, we need 2, we need 3, and we need 2. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 is the first way we can create the Star of David. 7. Another thing I would want to say is that we can also have the club looking over here. Here's our first club starting out. So there's 2 ways to look at it. Then there's this scenario over here. Okay, where the first one, okay, the first one here, the third one here, the fifth one here, and the 7th one here. 1, 3, 5, 7. But we can only make our first Star of David when we get to the 3 part. Right over here is the first time we can do it. See where it says 1, 3, 5, and 7? We can do our second Star of David, right? See, the first one is over here. The second one can be created over here, and I'm going to have to go ahead and show you this picture over here. Just 1 second. Right over here. Let me make this smaller. I prefer that it's not me making it smaller. But anyways, here's our first Star of David. Okay. Now, when we take this first Star of David, I'm going to see if I can take this and transport in selection. And can I move this? See, I can't move those circles. So I'm going to have to redo the next Star of David. See the way this block? I used to say this is the delta angle, but according to the Greek, this is the delta angle, and this is a right angle. But anyways, the second Star of David, okay, here's the first Star of David. Whoop. Okay, now the second part of the Star of David is going to be whoop. We're going to just cancel that, do that again. In fact, I want to get the other Star of David, which is here. And then the next Star of David whoop, I have to cancel that and redo that again. Okay. And that's that Star. But now I'm going to cancel it all and show you it easier. And now, okay, this part here, I'm not sure if I should have had that part in there. So I'm going to, how can I get rid of it? Okay, I know how to get rid of it. So that's what I end up with, are those 3 Star of Davids on this side. And now, okay, now we are going to do the connecting Star of David. And then we're going to do the second part of the Star of David. And now you have the first Star of David and the last Star of David and the 2 Star of Davids in between. The total area you need is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See, the first one doesn't even count. We don't count it. And we have 2, 5, 9, 2, 4, 5, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 21 total. In the 21 total, we don't have to use 2. We don't have to use 2, 3, 4. See the 7 that comes in here? We don't have to use 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We don't have to use 17 of them, right? And we do have to use, okay, we do have to use 1, 2, 3, 4. So anyways, this is what I wanted to come on and show right now. Okay. Tammy, are you still with me or no? You're gone? Well, we don't know what's really good and bad, but are you still here, Tammy? Or no? Can you just say something? Or you're gone? I'm all alone? Okay, so anyways, I'm going to end this video and upload it. And one more thing I wanted to say is that it's 3 is made up with 1 and 2. 5 is made up with 2, 1, and 2. 2 to the left, 1 to the middle, 2 to the right. 7 is made up with 3, 1, and 3. 3 to the left of the 7, 1 in the center, 3 to the right. We're going to end this video, 45 minutes, Raphael, 7286, and a constellation of Pegasus. Have yourself a fine Monday. Thank you for watching this video.